Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book number 2, Sarga 77, Roman numerals LXXVII 77, The Gathering of the Ashes. The 10th day passed, the prince again was free from every legal stain. He bade them on the 12th the great, remaining honor celebrate. Much gold he gave, and gems and food, to all the Brahman multitude, and goats whose hair was white and fine, and many 1,000 head of kine. Slaves, men and damsels he bestowed, and many a car and fair abode. Such gifts he gave the Brahman race, his father's obsequies to grace. Then, when the morning's earliest ray appeared upon the 13th day, again the hero wept and sighed, distraught and sorrow stupefied. Drew, sobbing in his anguish near, the last remaining debt to clear. And at the bottom of the pyre, he thus bespake his royal sire: O father, hast thou left me so, deserted in my friendless woe? When he to whom the charge was given to keep me to the wood is driven, her only son is forced away, who was his helpless mother's stay. Ah, whither, father, art thou fled, leaving the queen uncomforted? He looked upon the pile where lay the bones half burnt and ashes grey, and uttering a piteous moan, gave away by anguish overthrown. Then, as his tears began to well, prostrate to earth the hero fell. So from its seat the staff they drag, and cast to earth some glorious flag. The ministers approached again, the prince whom rights had freed from stain. So when Yayati fell, each seer in pity for his fate drew near. Shatrughna saw him lying low, overwhelmed beneath the crush of woe. And as upon the king he thought, he fell upon the earth distraught. When to his loving memory came those noble gifts, that kingly frame, he sorrowed, by his woe distressed, as one by frenzied rage possessed. Ah me, this surging sea of woe has drowned us with its overflow. The source is Mantara, dire and dark. Kaikeyi is the ravening shark. And the great boons the monarch gave lend conquering might to every way. And whither wilt thou go and leave thy Bharat in his woe to grieve? Whomever 'twas thy greatest joy to fondle as a tender boy, didst thou not give with thoughtful care our food, our drink, our robes to wear? Whose love will now for us provide when thou, our King and Sire, hast died? At such a time bereft, forlorn, why is not earth in sunder torn? Missing her monarch's firm control, his love of right, his lofty soul. Ah me, for Rama roams afar, my sire is where the blessed are. How can I live deserted? I will pass into the fire and die. Abandoned thus, I will not brook upon Ayodhya's town to look. Once guarded by Ikshvaku's race, the wood shall be my dwelling place. Then, when the prince's mournful train heard the sad brothers thus complain, and saw their misery at the view, their grief burst wilder out anew. Faint with lamenting, sad and worn, each like a bull with broken horn, the brothers in their wild despair lay rolling mad with misery there. Then old Vasishta, good and true, their father's priest, all lore he knew, raised weeping Bharat on his feet, and thus bespake with counsel meet. 12 days, my lord, have passed away, since flames consumed thy father's clay. Delay no more, as rules ordain. Gather what bones may yet remain. 3 constant pairs are ever found to hem all mortal creatures round. Then mourn not thus, O Prince, for none their close companionship may shun. Sumantra bade Shatrughna rise, and soothe his soul with counsel wise. And skilled in truth, his hearer taught how all things are and came to naught. When arose each hero from the ground, a lion lord of men, renowned, he showed like Indra's flag, whereon fierce rains have dashed and suns have shone. They wiped their red and weeping eyes, and gently made their sad replies. Then urged to haste the royal pair, perform the rites that claimed their care. Wow, absolutely beautiful. Footnotes. 186.1. The Samaveda, the hymns of which are chanted aloud. 186.2. Walking from the right to left. Absolutely beautiful translation from Sanskrit to 18th century British by Mr. Ralph Griffith. So finally they found out that Mantara is the one who truly poisoned the mind of Kaikeyi, the youngest of the wives of Dasharatha. They found out that Mantara, dire and dark, the source is Mantara. Well, in association, you become like your friends. So Kaikeyi became like Mantara in her association, not not other way around. Why Mantara did not become like Kaikeyi, let's say, and instead we have Kaikeyi becoming like Mantara. Well, there is always gonna be someone with more influence than the other. So this is the case. In association with fools, even a king can fall down. So in association with material energy, with the modes of nature, we fall down from our spiritual platform. Everything material is based on three things: lust, greed, and anger. This is this is what's going on everywhere. Everyone is working hard to satisfy lust, the idea of lust. And nobody is happy. Everybody is working like an animal. In Kali Yuga specifically, there is no polite talking like this. Beautiful Ramayana. Always harsh words. Everybody is inclined to cursing, politics, ridiculing, ridicule. You have Kala, ridicule, Kul, ridicule, Kala. So in other words, material energy, goddess Kala Amba, is ridiculing everyone. Everyone is a fool in material world. What does it mean everyone is a fool? But because everybody thinks they are this body. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm man, I'm woman, I'm a tall, I'm short, all these material bodily designations. When somebody identifies with a vehicle, with a car, we will consider you're stupid. You're not this car. You're a driver within the car. You're driving this car, but you are not the car. What does it mean? This means you can open the door and get out of the car. Okay, the car can be destroyed. Something can go over it, or something can happen to it. But if the car burns, you're outside doing something else. You're still alive. You get another car, and then you drive again. That's the difference between you and the material energy, the material body. But because everybody is identifying with the body and everybody is on a false ego about it, that's why we have so many political problems. Of, of you know, man-made problems of racism, man-made problems of you know gender, gender. These are all fools who are arguing on a bodily concept of life, trying to virtue signal to each other who is more better than the other. This is all so ridiculous, silly. This is politics for furthering some agenda. And the only thing that can stop this nonsense of liberals and conservatives is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Here is Ramayana. Ramayana ki Jai. Jai Shri Ram. Roma Victa. Hail Ram. Ciao.